Kristin, and it is time for another installment of Mascara Madness. If you are new to Mascara Madness, welcome. And what this is I will try mascaras throughout a 3-month period, and when I feel like I have a good feel for that mascara, I will turn on my camera, do a little review, and then I put them all together at the end of the quarter, and that is what you're seeing now. Sometimes there's 5, sometimes there's 6, sometimes there's 3. It just depends on if I liked a mascara, then I will keep using it. If I didn't, life's too short for a bad mascara, and I chuck it to the side and start something new. All right, so let's go ahead and get started. What I always do is, as you can probably tell, is I have mascara on one eye and not on the other eye. It was a suggestion from a subscriber, I don't know, maybe 6-8 months back now, and I have put that into use in my videos so that you guys can see what a mascara looks like on one eye and not on the other. So the one that I'm using today is the Doll 10 Effort Lash. So I've been using this for quite some time. This mascara came to me in a QVC box QVC Today Special Value that I purchased that had a bunch of Doll 10 products in it. As of today, which is July 29th, you can't buy this just by itself. You can either still get it in that kit that I have reviewed, which I will link up here if you want to see the kit review that I'm talking about and if it's still available, or you can buy it in a set of 2 mascaras. In a set of 2 mascaras, it sells for just under $30. I just double checked. It's $26.38 for 2 mascaras, which is not a bad price, I have to say. I looked on their website. They don't sell it even on Doll 10's website. As of today, they don't sell it on their website. They might in the future, but currently they're not selling it. They only have something called the 360 Lash Mascara, which I don't know anything about. So let me go ahead and show you the wand on this. This is typically a wand I wouldn't like because I generally prefer a natural bristle, but this is a teeny tiny little bristle plastic wand, but it doesn't hurt, which is key. I don't appreciate the wands that will hurt me. Just a minute ago when I started filming, the sun wasn't out, and now all of a sudden I'm like gloriously backlit. Sorry, hope that's okay. So I love the way that this mascara builds up. You know what, I think I'll go ahead and zoom you in now so you can see what I'm talking about. All right, for those of you again that are new, I look in the viewfinder for this so that I don't poke myself in the eye. So you can see I really feel like it adds a good amount of length. It adds volume. It can be a little bit clumpy if you're not careful, so sometimes you have to use another mascara to sort of, you know, separate it out. But I love what this does for my lashes. There are a few things I don't love about it, but we'll talk about that in a minute. But as it, hopefully you can see, and again, I'll show here. So I'm gonna put some on the other eye and then we'll be right back. All right, so there it is on both of my eyes. And on both eyes, it's only one dip into the tube and then, you know, running it through my lashes a bunch of times. If you watched my review on that Doll 10 kit, I talked about this as well. So I love this mascara. I want to say that. I really like it. However, it transfers. It doesn't ever really dry completely down. I don't know exactly what that's about. It just doesn't ever really dry down. So what I have to do is use I've talked about this a bunch of times, the Estee Lauder Little Black Primer. And all I do with this, I'll try to show you here. I just take it and go underneath it like this. And then I go specifically on the tips. And that's all I have to do, and then that will stop it from transferring. If I don't, within about 3 hours or so, I will have this line of mascara dots around, you know, under my brow bone where my lashes hit. Lots of mascaras that have done that to me in the past, and so I'm very used to having to top something off, but most people probably won't want to deal with the putsy that is that sort of thing, so I just wanted to make sure that I talked to you about that. I've not had any flaking down on my face with it, and I've been using this for, I feel like it's been at least, it's been a month. It might be a little bit over a month. I looked it up. It's not been a month. I put that video up. My first impression was on July 6th. So we're getting to a month now. And usually if I have a mascara that's going to transfer, or that's going to flake on me, it's starting to do this by now. But if something changes, I'll definitely note it here for you guys. But I really like this one. I think that if you don't have any transfer issues, that you know, might be one you want to have, you know, want to give a try. If you do have transfer issues like I do, then you might want to just plan on topping it with some sort of like a waterproof top coat. The Anastasia one is good as well, or like I said, the Little Black. All right, the next mascara we're going to talk about is the Neutrogena Healthy Volume Mascara, and that looks like this. And I will give you a shot of the wand. The wand is really big on this one. You can see probably by the size of my hand, or like the size of my pinky, how big it is. And so, all right. So that's the one. I was all ready to jump into it right away. This mascara sells for about $8. Might be a little bit less, might be a little bit more. It's a good sort of average depending on the drugstore that you purchase it at. It claims to increase the volume on your lashes by 400%. I'm going to read a little bit from the Ulta website that I have here. So it just says that it creates beautifully full and healthy lashes with a revolutionary sweep of the wand. This lash enhancing mascara instantly builds lash volume by 400%. And it says that the patent pending formula has a touch of olive oil, which helps plump the core of every lash. It says a bunch of other things, but I will say this. It says no clumps, smudging, or flaking. This healthy volume mascara rinses clean with any Neutrogena makeup remover. Of course, it would be Neutrogena. So, all right. So let's talk about that a little bit. So it definitely builds volume. Absolutely. I feel like it builds volume, and you can tell. Maybe you can't. I have it on this side, but not on this side, and I will zoom in and show you, you know, like usual. But I will say this, it does not smudge on me at all. It doesn't transfer up, and it's been hot and humid. I'm recording this on August 12th, and it's been really hot and humid. So if something's going to smudge, it would have. So I really like that about this mascara. So as far as flaking, it hasn't flaked on me at all. I would agree with that so far anyway, as long as I've had it and had it open. And as you guys know, I use these for quite a long time before I film. Sometimes I have 2 or 3 going at one time. And so I'm testing and that sort of thing. Anyway, so my issue though, the only issue that I have is that it doesn't claim to build volume. So I'm not knocking it, or to build length. I'm not knocking for that. I just want to say that it definitely doesn't build length. It really will build up the volume for you, but it just uses the length that you have and doesn't sort of add to any or make it look like you have longer lashes. So that's just something to consider. But let me zoom you in and show you the one eye with and the one eye without. So here we are with, obviously, with mascara and without. All right, so I'll put it on the other eye. So here's my only other issue with it. I've already done what I do to separate out lashes, which I'll explain in a minute. And this eye I have not. So you can kind of see how that wand, as large as it is, will really tend to, you know, kind of clump your lashes together a little bit. All right, so just a really quick sweep of a brush that I'll show you in a minute, or a tool. You can use either one, and it separates things out. But I just want to make sure you saw how it works, you know, initially. So anyway, here it is on both eyes. So I just wanted to give that a mention, that it does, when you first apply it, it can be a little clumpy because of that brush. I want to give you, I'm going to stop in a minute, but I want to just show you up close. You can see, hopefully, how that wand is. And these types of wands, because of the way they are and how big they are, and the space between the bristles there, it doesn't, and that they are natural. It isn't plastic, but it doesn't lend itself to separating. It lends itself to building volume. So, all right, I think that is everything. All right, last mascara for this quarter is going to be the Max Factor Masterpiece High Volume Definition Mascara. So this, to my knowledge, is only being sold at Walgreens right now. I found mine in my Walgreens. I happened to walk in and I found that they had this liner and 2 lipsticks. The lipsticks were a fail for me, but the mascara, I thought I'm gonna pick that up as I drop it and see what it's all about, because I've heard about Max Factor for so long, and it's been years since I have used anything or even seen any products from them, and there's rumors of them coming back to the States. All right, so I'm just gonna read from the Walgreens website for you here quickly. This mascara defines and separates your lashes to give a striking professional effect, the kind a makeup artist could create. Masterpiece's high-tech IFX brush works to evenly coat individual lashes, even those hard-to-reach ones in the corner of your eyes. The result, beautifully framed eyes up to 400% volume. So, I don't know about 400% volume, but as usual, I have it on this eye and not on this eye, or I have it on one eye. I can never remember which eye I do, because these are sometimes a month or more in between each other. But this sells for $9.99 on the Walgreens site. I feel like when I picked it up, it was $10.99 in store, but I mean, that's up there for a mascara, just saying. So it kind of has a conical plastic wand, and it really does, I'll talk about what I've liked using it for here in a minute, but it does separate the lashes very well. As it's been open longer, as it is with lots of mascaras, I've really enjoyed it more than I did initially when I was using it on its own. So I'm just going to, I really like how it fans out my lashes. I feel like it adds some length and adds a little bit of volume. I don't feel like it adds 400% volume by any means. I mean, that's kind of claiming, I think, what Tarte Lights Camera Lashes claims, and I don't know about that. But let me zoom you in so you can see it on this eye and not on this eye, and then, you know, then I'll add it to the other eye. You hear birds, it's the crows. It's early in the morning on a Sunday. All right, so here you can see, I'm looking in the viewfinder, so I apologize. I just don't want to poke myself in the eye. You can see it does separate them out pretty well. This is just one, you know, dip into the tube. So, I'll give you the side view. I feel like I normally put it on these ones, so maybe I'll go this way for once. All right, I'm gonna put it on the other one and then I'll come back. So here it is on both lashes. Pause for the flock of geese flying by. Good morning. So I really like this mascara. It does not transfer at all. It does, like I said, it does add a little bit of volume. I don't feel like it adds any length, really. Maybe a little bit of length, I should say. Yeah, maybe a little bit of length. It does do a really nice job. That brush does a really nice job of separating out your lashes. So this is one that I like to use in conjunction with something else. And I talked about this in my August favorites. And this is the mascara that I reviewed just before this one, the Neutrogena Healthy Volume. That one I didn't feel separated out very well. These two combined work really, really well. So I do like a good mascara cocktail. Normally I don't talk about sort of mascara cocktails in my Mascara Madness series, but then I sometimes get lots of, not sometimes, I always get questions, or people will say, well, try it with this mascara and try it with that. And so I like to review them on their own, but I did want to make a mention that I did like these cocktailed together. So a little behind the scenes information for you. When I film these videos, I'll do a little segment where I say, I just tell the camera, so I'm telling myself what I'm wearing on my face, because I try to list everything below for you guys for each look throughout the thing. And all of a sudden I said, on my lips I have, and I had nothing on my lips. All I was wearing was the Fusion XL Lip Plumper. So, you know, there was not a completed look going on there, but now it's completed. In case you're wondering, I'll list it below, but this is Anastasia's Veronica. I just purchased it and trying it out. But I think that is everything. I hope that you guys enjoyed this, and as I made mention, if you're curious about any of the looks I was wearing throughout the videos, I'll have everything listed for you below. Yeah, so I hope you had a great quarter. Here's to a great fourth quarter. I can't even believe we are coming into the end of 2016, and it blows my mind. So at any rate, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you're having a great day, and in everything that you do, be beautiful. Bye.